Peace. Nine is it, nine ascension. What's good? Quick video. We gonna talk about the nostrils, the nose. We gonna talk about the eyes, the pineal gland, right? So through analytical thinking, you gotta really think about how they put so many distractions out here as far as the your smell. You know what I'm saying? The senses with smelling different energies. And we talking about your food, we talking about, the chemical warfare, stuff like that, because we're always breathing in the sun, inhaling, exhaling, you know what I'm saying? The breath of life, the breath of living. So they constantly put up these distractions. You gotta understand that these tactics are not random. Because anytime you have distorted food going against your sense of smell, that's chemical warfare. And those particles are being put into the air. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's why they knock the noses off of the pharaohs, because they want to stop us from breathing in that sunlight. We're gonna make this video practical because it's simple, right? So with that being said, they knocked the noses off so we wouldn't breathe in that life. And also the eyes. The eyes represents the pineal gland. It's really about the pineal gland. That's first and foremost. That's the first eye, which they call the third eye. So with the two eyes, they've been knocking them out of the pharaoh's head. They want to behead you. You know, that's another way of beheading you. You know, you take the eyes, take the pineal gland, symbolic beheading. So the nostrils, right? The nostrils. You breathing in, breathing out that breath of life, right? And they want to stop you, especially in places carbon monoxide constantly with these cars. These cars that's blowing out this carbon monoxide is unhealthy. It's actually of bad service as far as the Earth's atmosphere, the Earth's energy. You know what I mean? So we need to, if we could, man, I think like depleting these cars, man, would do us well, because really we're not even supposed to be, and I'm talking about the so-called black race. We ain't even supposed to be driving cars. We should be able to teleport, and you know what I'm saying, just by thinking about a different location that we can get to without having to be on foot. You know, we can be on foot, that's fine, but when we talking about going to different dimensions and stuff like that, these cars are mundane. Like, it's low frequency. The cars should be left to the humans. That's how they're able to transport their vessels from place to place, different dimensions, because they're humans. They don't have those abilities. We have those abilities. We just got to raise our vibrations. Every now and again, when I'm in this house, right, some of my family members, my in-house family members, they be like, I just saw you here, I just saw you there, how you get there? That's because the soul is moving in transit in light speed, versus you being a heavy being, eating your bad food. Your whole diet is screwed up. You drinking alcohol, smoking weed, Everybody can see you. You're not light footed. You're not light on your feet. Everybody can see you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can hear you. You're heavy. You have to be as light as a feather. So yeah, there's carbon monoxide with these cars screwing up the ozone, which you already know, and it's screwing up the energy particles. That's the clean particles that's trying to flow through the ascension of Earth. But they want to keep it down with these cars. But they also trying to um, keep some form of balance. That's why they have the Teslas, the electric vehicles that they trying to put out there. They trying to, switch the wave, switch the energy. They trying to have that balance because they know that the carbon monoxide with these cars is screwing up, things. So yeah, um, but yeah, back to the nostrils, man. The nostrils is where the snot comes out of, which we all know, but that snot consists of brain matter. And, those, when you looking at snot and boogers, that snot and boogers is being released from the brain, coming out, exiting out of the nostrils. That is synonymous, like how you have snot and things like mucus that comes out of the lungs and it gets exited out of the mouth. Just like how you have food that you consume, it goes through the intestines, the urinary tract, or what have you. It goes through those cycles and it exits out of your backside. Just like you drink your liquids, it exits out of the woman's bottom part, private part, and out of the guy's private part. So we constantly have portals, or what you call holes, portals that spew out as far as foreign toxins and stuff like that. That's why our body has a cleaning cycle. Our body have mechanics of consistently cleaning. We think that when we eat food that it circulates through the whole vessel, and your brain eats too. That's why the type of food you eat determines your brain frequency. It determines your brain waves. So if you eating poison, that's why some people, they get headaches when they eat bad food or whatever the case may be. They call it sinuses here and there. The bridge of your nose up to your head, That's what they call sinuses. That's bothering them. And that's because it all depends on what you're smelling. And that has a lot to do with chemicals and what you're eating, what you're consuming. Our brain is constantly cleansing itself. Constantly. When we fasting, we're giving our organs the ability to work its course, to go through a cleansing process. Because when you're eating all day, which we've been programmed to think, eating 3 meals a day is, prominent within the diet, you got your organs working harder. So when you fasting, your organs is actually having the ability to strengthen, cleanse, cleanse out just the foreign agents that try to intrude on a daily basis. So you have the foreign agents that you're dealing with on a daily basis, as far as your organs fighting these toxins, right? On top of the toxins that you consuming, it's wartime. The wartime is on overload. You're not giving your organs the ability to have the strength when you eating poisonous foods and stuff like that. On top of you being out in the world, breathing in chemicals and stuff like that. Whether it's carbon monoxide, it's asbestos or whatever. Dealing with spirits, demonic spirits, drinking alcohol, cigarettes in the air, cigarette smokers next to you trying to have you breathe in those fumes. When people smoke and burn that cigarette and you see that smoke, that's a spirit. Along with your weed, along with your cigars, it's a spirit. Even when you burn wood, when you burning wood in the furnace, stuff like that, that's a ritual you're doing. It's a ritual, man. Like, yeah, the nose is important, the eyes is important. Your eyes is just goggles to see the physical, but your pineal gland connect with the eyes to advance your vision. Once that pineal gland is building and is coming online like it should, getting on Cyclops mode, you know, that's when you start to see beyond the physical. And another thing, if you see things like a regular human see things, and we talking about, I'm not gonna say regular, a normal human, right? People think their vision is top tier because they see physical objects as they are. Like, for instance, you see a TV, you see it's a 60 inch or whatever inches it may be. You see a wall, you see a house, you see a building, you see a car. You see that car and be like, oh, that's a Dodge Hellcat or whatever, Toyota Camry, so on and so forth. Or you see that individual, oh, that's a female, that's a male, that's a man, that's a woman. But you have to see everything in pure energy. And it takes stair steps to get there. Like, gradually, when you go through the process of seeing beyond the physical, you'll start seeing energy particles. You'll start seeing energy particles. And this is a fact. I can speak for myself because sometimes, not even, first of all, when you raise your vibration and you sun gazing and all of that, you're not supposed to see things how a normal person see things. You're supposed to see like a scanner within your vision. There's a scanner that's vibrated within the pineal gland, right? And I'm talking about vibrating in a sense where you're basically unlocking what they would call sixth sense. So that sixth sense become available to you, and you're able to look at physical objects and see the energy. You will see the particles around that object. It's just like how Terminator, Terminator 2, how he was scanning the area, scanning people, but realistically, he wasn't on pineal gland mode like that, but he can see red. You know what I'm saying? I think his vision was red, but he was able to profile the humans that he was walking amongst or whatever. A better example is actually the Matrix with Neo, how he was able to see the energy. You can actually see the energy in that form of fashion. It's just you have to raise your vibration. So there's stair steps. Is levels to this. Neo, they showing you that Neo would look at things within a normal eye spectrum, and then he elevated once he ascended with knowing. He was able to see Agent Smith and his agents beside him in its purest form. So that's where we need to be. That's where we need to get. You know what I'm saying? That's where we need to be. So yeah. Quick video. Know that your nose is excreting like brain matter, like the cleansing, and not so much brain matter, it's the toxins that's exiting out the brain and it's coming out of your nose. That's why you have boogers, that's why you have snot. Those are uh those are basically like in the form of how everything come out your backside, your private or whatever. That's the cleaning process. That's the brain cleaning itself. It's coming out of the nostrils. It's coming out of the nostrils. That's what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video. We just been trained to be believers, and we gotta be knowers. I have yet to hear somebody speak about what I just spoke of, as far as the nose connecting to the brain. That's why too, those hair follicles that's in our nose too, those are like blockers. They also help us smell as well. So yeah, it's definitely a sense where we can detect you know to get the definitely like to be on defense as far as what we're smelling. That's what the antennas are in your nose, basically the sense, the distortion. You know, so when you breathing in, you gotta know that too. There's entities that try to get into those portals. They try to get into your nose. It is many pieces to the puzzle where the infiltration is real on all levels. That's why the aura around your body, it has to be tightened up. It has to be tightened up. You can't have no holes in your aura. That's why you gotta fast. You gotta drink a lot of water, drink chlorophyll, all that good stuff. All of those things that's proficient for the body, that does the body good, more so the soul. Go beyond the body is the soul. We are the souls that drive these vessels, and these vessels don't identify us of who we really are. It's the soul. It is the absolute soul that drives us. not drives us, drives the body, to be correct. The soul, the energy is who we are. That's just what it is. That's a fact. So yeah, breathing in certain energies bring on memories as well. You ever notice like certain instances, like when you in the world, wherever you may be, sometimes a smell might hit you and it bring back memories from when, you was a kid or whatever the case, or you was in a specific environment. That smell reminds you of something. That's how strong the body is, man. And I'm talking about the God body, so-called black man and black woman. Our body is highly technological. You know, the best tech in the world, the best tech on this planet. Come on now, we souls in a God body, man. Come on, don't get no better than that. But they want y'all on a spiritual frequency. They want to hit y'all with the Negro spirituals. They want to lower y'all frequency every chance they get. And they got our own willing to sacrifice themselves to keep y'all at the low totem pole. Whatever it takes. They shaking hands with Masons. They shaking hands with the beast man and the beast woman. And they getting paid. They getting paid. You know what I'm saying? They getting paid. They not doing nothing from the muscle. And then what they do is they try to act like they one with you with their little house, they regular house and stuff like that. And they just try to blend in, man. They try to blend in and try to act like everything is kumbaya. I'm going through the same thing you going through, brothers and sisters. They all fake, man. They fake. You can see by their hand gestures, their body language, and the things that they speak of. They always saying, oh, I'm a Mason, or I was a Mason, not talking about me, but that's what they end up saying through the course of them speaking their BS. They begin to admit it. If you listen, but those biobots, right? Those biobots, they continuously listen. That's how you know they fake. They not even real. They NPCs. You gotta not only think that black people are just being created in a sense of being lab rats, and see, and I'm speaking about like cloning, right? So cloning, you got women, black women and black men, they're actually producing clones, just having normal sex. You know what I'm saying? Just having normal intercourse, sexual intercourse. They have spirits jumping through black babies. You know what I'm saying? When the woman and the man manifesting a child through sexual intercourse, that's a laboratory experiment. They're manifesting clones. Clones in a sense of the food that they're eating, And then it gets into their cellular structure, right? And you already know the process of a child. It sits in a woman's uh stomach, the placenta, and everything else, right? And it's sitting in those fluids, and it's the woman is consuming bad food, what she think is food. You're manifesting a clone child, and I'm talking about in the sense of clone in the form of being a biobot, following the ways of the matrix, following the alignment of distortion, the ways of the beast man and the beast woman. You know, then they incorporate those spirits from when they was in the spirit realm. But yeah, I'm about to end this video. Non is it non-ascension.